review on an item that we've been sent. Got kind of a mounting on the back, a waterproof joint here. Overall, to be honest, pretty impressive so far. You can then go into the apps here, into your messaging system. This mounting system that came with it. Oh, we've just crashed. Pretty impressive. Okay guys, a little bit of a different video today. We're doing a review on an item that we've been sent, which is like a Android Auto and Apple CarPlay for your motorcycle. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to unbox this now, and then I'm going to do an install on one of our bikes, and then we're going to show you basically what it's like and give a review and overview at the end. But basically it was sent over to us to do a review on, so we'll but we haven't been paid or anything like that, so I'm going to be as truthful as I can be. If it's crap, I'm going to say it's crap. But anyway, first thing in the box that we get is this kind of I think it's a 7-inch screen, touchscreens panel. You get kind of a mounting on the back, what looks like, if I can show you here, there's like a room for SD cards, Type-C, which I've checked actually, and there isn't actually a Type-C in there, which I was thinking I could power. You then get all this kind of wiring, have a kind of a waterproof joint here. So that's the screen there. I'm going to go into the rest then. The rest is just kind of a mounting stuff. So you get some tie-ons there. You get another mounting bracket of some sort. Again, more mounting material. And then finally you get a operating instructions, as it says here. So that's kind of everything that's come in the box there. I'll give you a little overview. Again, you get the screen here. So what I'll do is I'm going to hook up the screen to a battery here. We're just going to do a little test to it, and then I'll see if how easy it is to install. I'll guide you through that as well, because I think, to be honest, in these review videos, the most important thing for me is how easy it is to install. So I'll get to that as well. First, we'll get this powered up. Okay, and to be honest, that was really simple. I just went in and I connected my phone. Literally, I have a newer Samsung, so maybe it's easier with that, but I'm sure CarPlay will be the same. But I literally just went into Android Auto here, clicked this button, set to pair on Bluetooth, paired, and straight away started working. So I'll just go into Android Auto here, and then straight away it comes up with this view. So I actually changed it to Waze for the map system. You can have your Spotify here on the left hand side. You can have other things, your calls. You can go into maps. You can then go into the apps here, into your messaging system, and so on and so forth. You can set it up the way you like it. You can do a search here. It's not the most swift thing in the whole world, I must say. You know, it does take time to load, although I am on an initial setup, so I think there might be things in the background that are going on. If I wonder if I go out and I can just go in and select now I do have poor connection down here, so that could be it. I can go full screen on things here, just in on the left hand side, clicking these few calls. I don't want to show any of that really on my thing here, but overall, to be honest, pretty impressive so far. Let me just go categories, gas. Let's see what comes up. So you can see here, it's actually not too bad. Once it starts loading in, it's actually pretty quick. Go now, and then it tells me where to go. One thing I will say, there's no speaker on the actual unit itself, so you will have to pair up with Bluetooth earphones or similar. But overall, really good. The time synced up automatically with my phone, so the time was correct. And yeah, let's go from now this kind of testing environment, and let's see how easy it is to install on the bike itself. Okay, you can see that we have it partially installed. I want to stop halfway through to show you how we've done it. So I've just rigged up this mounting system that came with it onto it there. Then I started to try wire it into the ignition, but failed miserably. And then I ended up going down to luckily we had one of these in stock here, like a fuse board thing. You just connect it in, and then you connect your live wire into the back of this. I'm going to show you what we did. There's the part number for it if you want to buy it. I'll put it in the description as well if I can find it. So just show you how it's wired in. So see the wire coming in through the top here, then went in through the plastics. You can see there's the kind of grommet-y thing. We're going to wire that up and tie that on so it doesn't get involved with the brake lever. Went down here through, you can see here we've just tie on it to the ignition. You just all the extra cables here. Then we have a little grommet that we've had that we've just fed the live wire through. And then you can see the little thing here, the fuse thing here. You can see that's what it is, and you've just plugged it in to the back there. And then the live wire has been fed in there, which you can see here as well. Overall pretty good. If you knew what you're doing somewhat, it'd be pretty easy to install. And then ignition on, and it just lights up. So we'll skip now from just how to install it. I'll get everything tidied up and then I'll go for a ride and see what it's like. Okay, so I'm going to just do, for testing this out, I think it's best just to be transparent like we are in all of our other videos at Retro Bikes Dublin. And do what you guys would do if you got the device. One thing to note on it, the device is under 200 euros, which I think is pretty reasonable. Now it is very bare bones. It doesn't come with a fantastic instruction set or easy USB plug-in, or so it is a little bit hands-on in that way. But what we're going to do is I'm going to plug in a location. We're going to go and on the maps, because I think the maps function is going to be the main one that people are going to use, and then see how it fares, and just give her a proper test from start to finish. I'm going to take a little break and stuff just to to show what it's like. If you get off the bike, if you stopped at lights or something. So I'll just stop here. First of all, Bluetooth, Android Auto, go in and connect to it. This should automatically connect, but I think my Bluetooth and stuff isn't set up correctly. So, okay, I can have here on the side, hopefully you guys can see all of this. Side I can have, your Spotify, your music, whatever you want. I'm just going to click that I just want my maps. I'm going to put in that I want to go to the Leopardstown Inn. This is where I want to go. This is from down in Dunleary now. It's 4.5 kilometers, saying it's 13 minutes. I'm going to say go now. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, so it thinks that we're out on the main road, which is fine. It uses the GPS on your phone rather than in the actual unit itself, so that is something to make note of. Now, one thing I will say as well is I'm powering this off maybe it makes it odds, but it's a 1987 Honda Spacey 125, and it even works on an older bike. If you want to get it rigged up like that. Screen is really bright and easy to read as well. It's not a sponsored video, but I guess first impressions are pretty good. It's pretty nifty, and I think they're becoming a bit more popular, these head units, motorcycles. I know that the the car ones I have one in my own car that I fitted myself as well, which was pretty plug and play, which was nice. Okay, so it worked all like that even when I stopped the bike, and I'm just gonna see if I can adjust the where it sits. Okay, good. I think I need to tighten it up a bit more, but that's nice there. I've fitted it nicely here that I can see the speedometer as well, but I know that the digital speed out reads here also. I know the GPS one will probably be a little bit more accurate than my 1987 Speedo cable. So note to self, just tighten it up a little bit. Get some space here. Oh, we've just crashed. Interesting. Android Auto, please. And we'll see how long this takes to get back up and running now. Okay, that took a bit of time.
there, but I think I found the issue. I was actually connected to my watch as well. I have a Samsung watch, and I think it was interfering with the Bluetooth. So I'd say if you weren't a fool in connecting watches and everything to your Bluetooth, you'll fare well. So hopefully this will start give us a good go now. That was probably 5 minutes there, just sorting that out. But if it disconnects again, I'll let you know. But I think that was probably my fault rather than the device's fault. For now, it's saying 11 minutes, 4.2 kilometers. Let's see the difference on my speed. Is telling me I'm doing 60. Does it tell me it's 40 kilometer an hour zone, or is that? The readout on the speedo is certainly not correct. I've crashed again. Now this is the second time crashing. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. We'll go again, resume. That time was much quicker to resume. Let's see how it fares now. That would be a bit of a pain in the ass if it just kept on crashing like that. I mean, what's the use of it then? Or just the traffic light now. Nice little Golf convertible. These lights are the bane of my existence. I did previously for Retro Bike Dublin, when we were doing reviews, we would I would come up actually through this, up to this road, turn right at the traffic lights, do a roundabout, come back. But it ended up, I would actually be sat at these traffic lights every single motorcycle for, 8-10 minutes. Which is just so long. When you're doing each one, it's just a waste of time. Okay, so tracking our speed. And the last time I did the thing, it crashed because I saw the speedo just kind of stopped. So one thing I will say, a lot of these, even with my own head unit that I had for my car, I remember it did take a couple boots and a while just to kind of warm up and get motoring. I know that they've been in the box a long time. What I will say as well is that I was turning this thing on and off and on and off and on and off, pulling the power from it completely, sparking it out a little bit as well on the ignition. So that has to be noted on my end. So it could have just needed some nice consistent power for a while. I've just got a notification here as well. That's interesting that I can see that I've got a notification from a group on WhatsApp, and it doesn't actually show the message, which is good. Hopefully wasn't anything too heinous. And then I could press play if I had Bluetooth earphones plugged into the thing. I could listen to the instructions and so on. I will say a little bit of an oversight not to include speakers on the actual unit itself. I know they'd be kind of a bit useless, I'd say, when you're at speed and stuff, but I don't know, I think it's nice to have even just speakers just for, if you just want to get on, don't want to put your earphones in, don't want to connect your Bluetooth audio on, all that kind of stuff. It would be nice to have that involved. Let's see if we can get these lights. What I will say, the screen is very nice. I know a lot of these units, older units particularly, the screens were fairly crap, low resolution and not bright enough. This one, I would say, it's actually a great test for today, because it's very bright out, and it's a nice bright sunny day here in Ireland, and I can see the screen absolutely perfectly, no problems at all. And here we head down then 11. I won't actually get up to speed out here. I think my speedo is about 5 kilometers off. Yeah, about 5 k's. which is actually standard, so not too bad. And by the way, I'm going with the flow of traffic here, so I mean, I knew I always get cut off here. Always get cut off, but that's fair enough. I am in the bus lane. Yeah, so we have about 5 minutes left. I'd say that's exaggerated. If I was in a car, maybe, but I'm on a moped, so I do wish on these Waze and maps you could put in. Maybe there is. I'm being an idiot. You could say that you're a motorcycle, so it knows that you're going to be able to filter, give you more accurate time. No crashes since. I would say the thing probably just needed a proper power, that I wasn't just shorting it out the whole time. Basically nice and bright. Waze works, maps work, Spotify works, all those things. The notification came up there nicely on the phone. I mean, it's essentially Android Auto or Apple CarPlay on your motorcycle, which I think is actually pretty epic. One thing I will say about the thing is it's pretty shaky, the mount they give you, but I will say I do have it kind of mounted odd to try and fit this motorcycle or this bike. But once I get up to speed, it's not too bad. And I will say the mirrors, which I've connected to, are the same. They kind of have the same shake, so I don't know if it's nearly unavoidable. I'd say if I rigged it up nicer and better, I'd have a much better time of it, and be able to have it much more sturdy. But I am motoring along here down the N11, no issues at all, wind, everything like that. I'm gonna turn in left here. All very good. I'm good to go here. Overall, I'm actually really impressed. I think for like 180 euros or something, it's pretty impressive. Once you get it rigged up, pretty cool. One thing I will say is you might have to, if you don't want to get stolen, if you're parking up, you might want to have it like a quick release, some sort of different mounting mechanism, just to make it easy to take it in and out. I do have it rigged up so that I can just plug it out. I have the red cable there, you can see, that I can just plug it out and away I go. So I'm just going to go in the left here. We've made it to our destination, which is cool. And we're going to head into, just going to pull up outside the Leppin and do a little overview from start to finish of what I think of it. Okay, I'd probably get gloves, one that would fit would you be able to kind of poke around at everything. Let's kind of test the speed out a little bit now that we have we are sitting and we have it booted up here. So Spotify, all very nice. Press the phone here. I can go into my recent and contacts. I can do that. Okay, go back into Waze. I can do Google Speak as well, or Google Assistant. I can do split screen here. I can have a different thing on my split screen if I want to have a phone. I can go back to this. It all seems pretty snappy. I click on that now that it's warmed up a little bit and it's gone through the full booting sequence. Other than that, I'd say unboxing wise, we had everything we needed came in it. You had your mounting, you have your power and ground lines, you have the screen itself. Pretty bare bones. I know what I will mention as well is you can get, which is pretty cool, if I go into, how do I get out of this? Maybe in settings, is it? No. I'll just get out of the maps here. I know that you can actually fit up front and rear cameras to it, as well as tire pressure sensors as well, to give you that reading if you need that too, which I think is cool. I think particularly the cameras would be nice to addition, that you don't have to have like the GoPro on the whole time. You just plug in the cameras front and rear, and then you have an SD card there that just records on, so if you're ever in an accident or anything like that, it just is done automatically. But yeah, apart from that, nice bright screen, easy to use. We did have a little bit of a crash once or twice there, but I think it's probably just needed to warm up a little bit and get connected properly. with my phone, as well as not interfering with my watch. I will do a little bit more testing off screen and update you if there has been more crashes. I will let you know. Overall, I give the experience. Oh, actually, the next thing I wanted to mention was the installing of it. It's probably, you know, I'll link those things to get the fuse box and everything like that. I would say it's not like super easy. It's not like some. If you need to know a little bit if you want to rig it up properly. You need to have your ground and live power done up properly. So it's not completely foolproof in that way. It would have been nice if there was some way that they did it so it was easier. But other than that, I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I give it a good solid 7 out of 10 overall, as the whole experience from start to finish. So yeah, if you do want to check them out, I do have that in the link in the description. And thanks to the guys again for sending the unit out to us. And that'll be it for now. If you have enjoyed the video, please do leave a like, comment and subscribe. And also check out some of our other videos. And if you want to reach out to us on our socials, they are at RetroBikeSubbin for Facebook and Instagram. And our official website is www.retrobikesubbin.com. Thanks for watching, guys.